Check. Mic check 1, 2. Peace to the tribe. Peace to the tribe. Peace to the fam, man. How y'all doing? Brother Lawrence 228 in this thing, and it's a beautiful morning. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning today, and I'm up early. So I'm gonna try to make this quick, man, for them kids get up. You see the title, we're talking about that world trade. You know, we're talking about, them biological exchanges before 1492. You know? And I'm just super excited about showing this. Really, I ordered the book, but it hasn't came in yet, and I just been wanting to just throw it out there, and I don't think we account for some of the earlier migrations here in America. All right. So before we get into everything, I most definitely want to give a big shout out to my big bro, Eric Newsom. We're collaborating on the Pearl River Project. That's what we call it, highlighting, different historical places along that Pearl River that runs up out of the Gulf Coast, where I'm at. Starts from the Gulf Coast, leading through Jackson, Mississippi, and ultimately ending in Philadelphia, Mississippi. We're going to say that Philadelphia for last because that's headquartered for Mississippi Band of Choctaw Nation. Well, we don't put the nation on there, but Mississippi Band of Choctaws, or you call them Mississippi Choctaws, Philadelphia, Mississippi. Alright. So, I do want to go ahead and play some of the episodes. I'm only just using the first episode. Make sure you check out the page for these episodes, and we most definitely got some more production coming, some more content coming, and that's not how you do it. I was about to bring see, share. I'm not even supposed to be sharing screen. I'm supposed to be sharing video file. There we go. Okay. So what I'm putting up there right now.
Welcome to the Pearl River Project. This is Eric Newsom, along with Brother Lawrence. We are currently at Red Bluff. We are preparing to bring to you more scenes like this, show you something new about a place that's right up under your nose that many of us overlook.
Yeah, that's a quick little intro to that. And yeah, man, shout out to my bro, Eric Newsom. Man, if you feel like you from the SIP, or your family from the SIP, round the way off that Pearl River, and would like to contribute, man, hit us up, Brother Lawrence 228 at gmail.com, and we pretty much go from there. We most definitely got something. All right, so how do I? Okay. So now there's a lot of talk about, let's see, the Americas, and when it comes to history, I don't think we look at the results or the evidence as it stands correctly. I ain't gonna say correctly, but I say, we got a lot of half truths out there, and some of those half truths, like, let's see how I can. Some of these half truths can most definitely mislead you in the wrong direction when you're talking scholarship, and it's dealing with American history. We do not account for the migrations to America prior to 1492. We don't like dealing with that. So we're going to get into that today. And again, most of these, this work is going to be coming from John L. Sorenson and Carl L. Johanessen. Okay, that's them BYU boys. All right, that's the Brigham Young University. And it's crazy because I like growing up watching football, college football. BYU actually. You know what I'm saying? They up in there. You heard them. I'm in the South. What I know about BYU? So they must have a prestigious university. Okay, so they got to say so in this thing. They feel like they have a say so in this thing, and make sure I'm sharing. Okay, and what we're in right now, we are in Ancient American. Let's see. We are in Ancient American magazine. You can see all the different stuff it covers. But today we just gonna be talking about this joke. Alright, the Royal book. This is a review of the new book. A definition for isolationism. Okay. The book World Trade and Biological Exchanges Before 1492 by John L. Sorenson and Carl L. Johanessen, Area Boones, Indiana, 2009, page 604, is now available. Can you see that? Let me see if I can. So zoom. And I want to make sure this is on its full page. Okay. All right. Collectively, it represents a slam dunk victory for the historical interpretation of cultural diffusionism over the opposing interpretation of cultural isolationism. This is a major event for the study of ancient history. Lots of blood has been lost and careers bashed since Columbus landed in 1492 CE, and the learned world began raising questions about the origins of the Native Americans and their cultures. All right. So, the key to successful systematic studies is to ask the right questions, i.e., one that can be answered by the prevailing scientific methods, okay, and one of whose answer resolves a serious question. The best answer for proof of the cultural diffusion is the study of biological exchanges. It is a branch of archaeology. The species evolved a clearly indefinable. The role of man in the fusion process can be understood, and the remains are datable. Thus, the question asked is, what can the study of biological exchanges tell us about the travel or the navigational history of mankind? So that's what we're getting into The answer is that the man was traveling on the oceans to and from the Americas since before 7,320 BP and continued since then. We are speaking of a tropical America, not just the opportunities provided by land bridges, if you wanted to believe in that, and ice age ocean conditions during exclusively Paleolithic times. The implication is that cultural exchanges have occurred since before 7320. Beat. Alright. The biologist involves the following. A plant or animal like a peanut or chicken is native to America or Asia in the evolutionary sense for that particular species. Alright. You know, evolution talk about evolving within a species, not necessarily changing from one species to another species. I think that's, you know, but hey, I don't really deal with evolution anyway. But scientists find evidence for the species in Asia or America, and I should get into episode why I don't believe in evolution like that, as is explained. Because really, I don't think babies can. I don't think babies can take care of themselves. So you would have to have an adult already. Whoop. Hold on. So you have to have an adult to be able to raise that kid up to. And the only way to kind of satisfy that is to be created like that. You know, let me back up your hair. Is to be created like that. And until modern time, this means the ocean-going crafts were surely needed. Biological exchange is not a new field in the study itself was discussed in the 1890s. The problem has been that archaeology establishment adopted an isolationist viewpoint in the late 19th century and has denounced the fusionist data as invalid without scientific investigation or proof. What the learned world does not know or entertain is how many valid reports of biological exchange have been made. Okay, and the ones that have been made, I don't think we be accounting for when we're talking about U.S. history. Okay, most of us are persuaded by the preponderance of evidence in the scholarly studies. All right. That is where the authors, Professor Sorenson and Johanessen, entered the picture. Okay, I'm going to give you a new kick. I'm going to kick something new for you. And they are biogeographers, who have made a career out of studying the study of biological exchange and the related problems. Okay, I don't know if they're Mormons, but they from BYU. Okay. But, you know, me personally, I do believe in some of their, most of their scholarship. And I'm looking into that, how they tie into the Hebrews in. I'm looking into that, but I'm not, you know, I'm not going too far, but as you can see right here, it's a Hindu person right here, and she's holding corn, but corn is from America, right? And we're gonna get into some of that scholarship by Sorenson and Carl Johanessen, and how some of these migrations took place before 1492. Now, them BYU boys, man, look, if you doing genealogy right now, trying to find your parents, you're probably gonna use some Latter-day Saints, probably some Mormon, you know what I'm saying, like information or documentation, who probably the best record keepers on this land to me. Ancestry.com. Ancestry.com is actually, you know, the owner of that. That's where he graduated from, BYU. So all this really is like Mormon information, or Mormons trying to put their spin on the truth, man. You know, hey, we're gonna check out some of what they talk about, and you know, like I say, Professor Sorenson and Johanessen, the professors at anthropology at Brigham Young University. That's BYU. Having taken his PhD training at UCLA, Professor Carl Johanessen, Emeritus Professor at the University of Oregon, having completed his PhD studies at the University of California at Berkeley. Okay, so let me zoom back here. So we're just gonna get into some of the food types and classifications of these foods. You know, given a scientific name, and you got the common name, you know, the species, and you can see how some of the American foods migrated to other areas of the world, right? Zone. Yeah. Okay, plants with decisive evidence for transoceanic movement. So let's go. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Ajave. Moved to the Mauritius around 300 BCE. Goat weed from the Americas to India. Alligator weed. Love lies bleeding. Never heard of that. The Amaranthus cordis. Cashews, the pineapple, Anus comossus, moved to India. Now, I don't think now, because of the, you know, everything went over there. No, there are things that were indigenous to those countries and continents, and they brought them over here. Okay, it's trade. Ain't no trade if, you know, two participants are not involved. You can't trade with yourself. At least I don't think, you know. Sweet stuff, peanuts. Anona. Mugwort. Milkweed. Never had milkweed. Heart-shaped aster. Took that over there to the Hawaii. Natto. Orchio. I thought that was artichokes for some. No. Archeo. Jack beans, 4 beans, Indian shot, marijuana, Eastern Hemisphere to Peru. Okay. Chili peppers, America. So this got me started. Excuse me. I'm gonna actually go to, let's see. I went to another article that I was able to get the rest of the list, because that was just in that magazine. Only just had one page, so I went and found another PDF I can show that has the rest. Going too far. Yeah, just had it. Alright, so we talk about that. Mostly poppy, marble, milkweed, soda sport, Indian shots, chili pepper, papaya, Carica papaya from the Americas, moved to India. See, this don't tell it when though. So this right here, putting in that work. It's going ahead. Any mind tell you, but we're gonna work with. I'm gonna put this link in the description. So after this over, I'm gonna put the link in the description to get to this. I already downloaded it and put it on my hard drive so I can easily share. Turmeric. We already talked about the papaya, Mexican tea, silk cotton tree, Hubbard squash, butternut squash, pumpkin, turmeric, sage, edible sage, natura. All this from America, and it's telling you where they transported it to. The coca plant, we took that to Egypt. Cotton is from the Americas. Well, you got different types of cotton. As you can see, you got the Gossypium arboreum, Gossypium bovidens, Gossypium gossipioides, Gossypium historum, Sutum, Gossypium. So all of these are different, and they do got its own origins. But the cotton that you would wear would be from the Americas. You know, this is the best cotton that you could put on your back. It's Barbadans, all right. And let's see, I think I got cotton types. Yeah, Pima cotton. I don't know if we're gonna get into it on here or not. Okay, here we go. Extra long. Known as extra long staple cotton, native to tropical South America. Upland cotton. Central America. In Barbados, wow, second most produced. Oh, let me change that back. Actually, on another cotton site, it says the opposite, that the Gossypium barbadensis produce the most. All right, most of the world's cotton production, in fact, 90% of it consists of Gossypium historum, commonly known as upland cotton. Now, this is what they say. They say upland cotton. Yep. So I read that wrong. Relative to other species, comprised of relative short fibers. Let me find that other source. Back up, because I'm gonna have to. Alright, so let me find that right quick. We only got about 5 more minutes of this right quick. Show this, we're gonna be after this thing. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. You know, we ain't gonna go all day with this right here. Pretty much all we said, we traveling from back to the thing. Kind. Make sure I'm understanding my sources right, because I am just freestyling with this stuff. Okay. So here we go. Alright. So we back here. So we on types of cotton. I can give you a link to this one. This is one I was originally trying to put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Yeah. I put it in the chat. And let me see if I can find that. Get that other link. You put that in the chat too. Almost, I'm gonna get another one. Move for a second. I got one more. Put the sources in the chat. Yeah. We're gonna put the sources up. I'm trying to send it to myself. Alright. Come on, I don't want to. Copy the link. Maybe that'll be better. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. Why you won't let me go? Copy link, and it's still giving me this whole big old wow. I can't even. I know I gotta copy link. I'm just gonna copy it in there anyway. I don't know if it's gonna. That's too much. It's got Facebook and everything written on it. But anywho, let's go back to the Peter Cotton. Sorry for that delay. So they got to talk about upland is perfect for producing quality everyday products that everyone can afford. It's also the most common type of cotton in the U.S. Making up, planted on American soil. For the purest upland cotton, choose homegrown cotton. Verifies as cotton produced cotton. American soil. Yeah. Okay. People cotton is finest cotton on earth. The result, luxury smooth fabric that is resistant to fray and tan. Yeah, this one I was this is the one I was referring to when I said that, but it's most definitely up the kind of that you gotta bet. So stop that. It's that Mexican cotton, they say. That's the best cotton. Not Bourbons, but the best cotton. It's from Mexico. Okay, so continuing, sunflower, sweet potato, arrowroot, sensitive plant, mulberry tree, the banana, tobacco, basil, caramel ivy leaf, lima bean, kidney bean. I need some of that right now. guava, scarlet, soapberry, blue-eyed grass, sarsaparilla, naranjito, the black nightshade, potatoes, dwarf corn for sure. I say they talking about no corn and maize. We took that corn to Eurasia, Africa. Yeah. So that's the reason why. Let's go on down because he actually this is the scientific evidence for Pre-Columbian Transoceanic Voyages and by Sorenson and Carl L. Johanessen. So let's go down. I actually got some pictures. Was it right before that part? Not zoom about that thing. Alright, go down to illustrations. So figure 1. This wall sculpture from at Somanapur, Karnataka, India. It is dated to AD 1268. The shape of the maize ear, the kernels offset in relation to the adjacent rows, the presence of part of the husk, and other features ensure that no object other than an ear of maize could be represented. Other sculptures also portray ears showing corn silk on the outside of the husk. The mudra made by this figure's left hand underlines the sacred significance of the context. Thus, okay, curl maize shown on the top and a husk ear maize in the medieval sculpture from India. Okay, so these are your primaries, and what we're talking about, primary evidence. Just taking a picture of it. We went over and took a picture of it. To me, that counts. Let's go down. So we're talking about how is maize or corn in India when it is indigenous to the Americas. There must have been some trade going on before. And that's all. We don't take that in consideration of the reason why we so mixed up today. Like people been coming over here. And this, it ain't gonna throw a lot of stuff, but we have to look at it from a different lens. If you want to say that black people weren't already over here, when you have to say people were over here, so why not black people? You know what I'm saying? For the theory of you can't account for these different migrations and this world trade that's been going on. We're showing you examples of it right now. This bas relief is from wall panel from the temple ruin and is going temple at Parambanan, Java. Is at least 1,000 years old. The roll print shows leaves, tassels, and ears characteristics only by maize. Okay, these the cashews. The pineapple, the Anus Comossus, the pineapple, is depicted at a cave temple at Udaguri, India, dated ca. the 5th century AD. Discovered in Gupta American Institute for Indian Studies. Carved on a balustrade, apples, first identified these fruits. I'm just gonna scroll through because I do gotta get a body here. Let's see. Just gonna scroll through them. I can read it, pause it. But yeah, man. I've been wanting to get this off. Maybe I should have brought it a little bit better, made it a little bit more fun. But you know, we're just gonna put it out there, and we're kind of revisit this. You know, with a better thought. Lord, dissected leaves on Mosul Delicioso. Up here on Scotia at Hindu and Jain temples. Let's see. Let's just say now. Alright. Yeah, so got all these sources here. You want to get into all that? That's probably alright. So yeah, it's a lot of sources to be. Man, it's a lot of sources. But yeah, let's get back to it, man. Appreciate y'all lending me your ear. You know, most definitely got a lot of content coming up for 2022 alongside with the Pearl River Project. I'm in the process of buying land in the house, and this is my first time doing it, so I'm a first time home buyer going through the process, and we'll be documenting some of these things to be able to give to y'all, probably some tips on how I could have did this a little better, been better prepared going into the home buyer process, and actually got hooked up with NACA. I'm actually going through their program, and I'll be on the lookout for some of those journey episodes talking about NACA. All right, but do your genealogy, find out who your people are, man. Stay safe, and make sure you're having fun while you're still alive. All right, it's Brother Lawrence 228. We have to stay in peace.